Hello and welcome to Hot Indonesia, the weekly talk show I never miss if I can help it. I'm Dalton Tanalaka in Jakarta. Here is this week's H-I Hotlist. Speed racers. Will a Formula E event in Jakarta hurt or help the capital? Corona reality. Has Indonesia really been spared of the global virus emergency? And plane insanity. Why do passengers do crazy things like opening the emergency exit during takeoff? I don't know. Here are my co-hosts each and every week. Sandrina Malakiano, a prominent political marketing consultant, former TV news anchor, and civil engineer. I think you mentioned that before.
Yes.
Okay.
Civil engineer.
Yeah, and
like
Sandiaga Uno. Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah.
Sandiaga Uno is a former vice governor of Jakarta and one-time business executive in Canada. You lived there a couple of years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Calgary and Vancouver.
Okay. Hot topic number one, speed racers. Formula E is an international event that began 6 years ago involving only electric cars. And it's coming to Jakarta on June 6th with the planned course in and around our national monument, Monas. It's designed to promote the capital city and bring in related revenue, but there are problems, as we know, getting it rolling with permits and the impact it would have on the culturally protected area. Good idea? I think so.
Sometimes mid of last year, when I was having my downtime, I was watching an international program, and there was a program about Formula E, and I thought this is a good thing to bring to Indonesia.
Was your
to
idea?
Jakarta. No, because I was out of job back then, and I was about to.
Out of office is a better way. Yeah.
Well,
people would never seen us.
Yeah.
They would think
I was out of
we have an
office.
Never
unemployed
out of a
man or
job.
So
homeless guy on the show. You know?
So I no, not homeless. I have a home.
Okay.
So I was about to suggest to the governor, my ex-partner, but then I saw his Instagram. He was signing the deal with Formula E. So
you guys were thinking about the same thing,
about
actually.
same thing without even communicating. And I was pleased on three fronts. First, basically, it's about the new technology, and we're emerging as a game changer and lead agent in terms of moving from moving to green technology, renewable technology, renewable energy. So Jakarta is going to be at a forefront. Secondly, it's about tourism. I think it will help to bring more tourists to Jakarta.
Like F1 goes to
Asian
Singapore.
Games, yeah.
Yeah.
And third one is I was thinking more for the impact to local businesses. Now, I would do it differently though, because I would bring in more
So you
private
disagree
sectors.
with what's going on?
No,
right now?
I agree to bring Formula E here. I
What would be
disagree in
different?
terms of that the government should just facilitate with the road, with the permits and stuff, but let private sectors take the lead. Private sectors to...
Well, they have a group
Yes.
that's taking care of this, right?
Yeah, but it's all wholly owned by the government.
Is it?
Wholly owned by the
Jakpro,
provincial...
you mean?
Yeah, Jakpro is wholly owned by
Well,
the
that's
city
kind of a
Jakarta.
conflict, isn't it?
So,
But I've seen all the papers that they will be working with private sectors.
they
in
will
terms,
be, but
like
now,
the track and the
have to
location will be
contract the
prepared
construction.
by the government, but the rest, business-wise, they will be working together with private entities.
That's the basically the plan. But now Jakpro needs money to start to get it rolling, and that's why they are getting some money from the
Seed
government.
money from the government and
Seed
bring in
money from
private
the government.
investors.
So, but it's a good thing. Let's not. I guess it's good for tourism. It's good for.
But,
I think local businesses.
Yeah.
But Sandy, I would like to know also from another side, because you're a businessman, I'm sure you have also predicted the business side of holding such a huge event in Jakarta. But up to the fifth season, since 2014, Formula E has never gained profit.
Yeah, and many races around the world face the same thing, like the marathons, because it's not
different
just
from the
about.
Formula
It's not
One.
designed to raise
It's not the
revenue.
ra-
It's
it's a
promotional value,
promotional
exposure for
value.
that venue. I think.
Well, now the marathons makes money,
Yeah.
but it's
Lot
from
of places.
sponsorship.
Do you believe that in 5 years? Because we have
Yeah, it's an
it was-
investment. It's an investment, and we have to be bold. We have to look 5-10 years ahead, and what it will bring to Jakarta. Like what happened in Montreal is, I think, a couple of races there, and it stopped. So it has to bring in positive impact to the local communities in Jakarta.
Or we don't
in
have
particular
it.
business.
You're not a race fan? Are you a race fan?
Formula One, yes. I've never seen Formula E actually.
Same thing except
E-Prix.
quieter.
They call it E-Prix. So I haven't seen the cars.
Yeah.
But are they a lot quieter?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
electric
but-
cars.
that
but
makes-
still very
No.
fun to watch.
Yes, yes.
If you like,
Like
Do they go as
instead of
fast?
they go, like that, yeah, like a slot
I
car.
mean,
you know?
you get the adrenaline watching this go zoom like that, and
Maybe
it
not
goes
as
silent.
exciting. And anyway, how many people can watch him?
But I do agree. If we see, we should learn from other countries, especially those who have succeeded and hosting Formula One races, and other countries with E-Prix already being held in those countries. They do have follow-up events and prior events like concerts, conferences.
Sure, like F1 in Singapore, exactly like they want to try to recreate
marathons,
that.
things like that.
and if you look at this is going to be a start of new investments into the new and renewable energy. So that's a really good thing. And you know, sometimes I read in the news, I feel sad because now it is now politicized. People
What isn't?
supporting and not supporting. I said that let's start a new narrative. This is about new and renewable energies. Bring in more private sectors. Bring more Indonesians, small, medium enterprises to take part of this. Because hopefully, knock on wood, with the next topic on coronavirus, I think it will bring people to see the race, even not from overseas tourism, not from foreign tourism, but from Indonesia.
Yeah, hopefully
People-
by June 6th, the virus problem will calm down. But one of the main complaints about this was damage to the Monas area.
Cultural heritage areas.
Yeah, you have to lay the asphalt 2 months before the race. And when you lay asphalt, that's going to damage stuff. I mean, you're building roads in there, and then to take it out and replant, that's going to take that. So I hope that that's done quickly
But
and
if
correctly.
it's done and it's going to stay there permanently, right?
No. They'll rip. Of
take
course,
it out
they have
again?
to take the asphalt off. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I
temporary.
think-
For 4 years, only for 5 years.
Let's give the benefit of the doubt. I think we have events in Monas quite frequently now, and they've been able to.
This is
to
pretty
keep
heavy
the-
duty, though,
yeah,
laying
it's-
asphalt.
Yeah, laying asphalt, but I think we have experts dealing with it, and this is going to be an annual event. So
Yeah.
we need to make sure that the first one will be successful and get support
Yeah, I
from
look forward
the
to
local
it.
communities.
I look forward to it. I think we do. Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, Hot Indo will continue shortly. Corona reality. Is the virus, has it really passed us by? You're watching Hot Indonesia with Sandrina, Sandy, and me. Here's hot topic number 2, Corona reality. The virus that originated in Wuhan, China has now killed nearly 2,000 people with more than 70,000 infected from Australia to America. But the world's 4th biggest country has not reported a confirmed case of COVID-19. And that has experts wondering, what is Indonesia doing right now? Cynics are saying that there must be cases of the coronavirus here, given our proximity and ties to China. Nearly 30 countries have it. What do we say?
Yeah, because we depend on Chinese tourists, which cover about 25% almost.
And
of
flights
the
are blocked right now, but
But before that,
so you don't believe it, Sandrina?
Well, I want to believe that Indonesia is free from corona, but I have doubts. No matter what we have, well, all the confirmed cases related to Indonesian citizens are abroad. One in Singapore and one from the cruise.
Three on the cruise. Yeah.
Three confirmed from the cruise that's in Yokohama in
yeah.
Japan. But all the suspected cases in Indonesia have been declared as negative. Even the one that came back from Bali to China, then he was declared positive with the virus. The contracted the virus from Bali.
The health minister had a news conference, and he said the main reason was, did you read that? Prayers.
Prayers.
Yeah, prayers were the reason we don't.
Not masks.
I mean, everybody has faith, but the medical experts are saying two possible reasons. One is the climate is warm, and the virus cannot survive in this hotter climate. And second, we cook our foods. We overcook our foods here. We fry the heck out of them, so they don't survive. That in other countries eat sashimi and other things, so they may get it like that. Sandy, you just came back from Japan, and how was the screening when you came back? Were you satisfied with what?
Yeah, first of all, I'm very grateful that so far we have not yet a confirmed case. And I feel sorry for the minister who's now lambasted by some communities.
If he was the religious minister, that's one thing. But he was the health minister.
But he was the health minister. So, but I came with a flight that's supposed to land at 5 a.m. in the morning, but it came early at around 4 a.m. So we were expecting a relaxed emergency procedures dealing with this virus, but no. They were very, very meticulous. They asked us to fill up a form.
They're in Japan or here?
Here in Indonesia.
Returning from Japan.
Yeah,
Did they have heat detectors?
They have heat detectors. They have people. They make sure that there's a line so people cannot go and not being seen. So I guess they ushered all the passengers, and they make sure that we've gone. We go through the heat detector.
See, in 1 week's time it changed, because I told you, remember last week, I went to Japan a week before, and there was nothing.
No,
So-
they're not very serious. I think the government now
They stepped up to increase the standard, right?
The standard, but also I think through social media, through the news coverage, I think more people now know the risk of this outbreak. So I guess I'm not an expert. The climate may be helping, or maybe the way that we cook our food, but we just need to make sure that we're not panicking. We make sure the outreach to inform everybody is being done, and continue to monitor the progress.
Yeah, and what is happening right now in China is actually an increase lately, like 15,000 new cases, the highest increase in one day, because they changed the way of screening or detecting. The WHO also said that the main problem is there is no early detection system for this particular virus. They're still trying to find out. So in China, aside from having the blood test being taken, done in central labs, which takes time, now they use CT scans, and they try to scan the lungs. With this additional type of screening, then the number just jumped really high.
Okay, well, let's bring it back to Indonesia.
Yeah,
and
in terms of Indonesia,
and like your restaurants, say, do you require your workers to wear masks, and what precautions do you take?
in the kitchen, of course, mask and hair covers is a hygiene
normal.
standard.
That's normal.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but for this
Hygiene
coronavirus, did you take extra things?
No, cleanliness in terms of hygiene is standard.
Yeah.
So cleanliness of the hands, they have to groom themselves well. But if you comply to those standards, then it should be okay in terms of hygiene. But going back to the general issue, Dalton, allow me to underline this fact, is that even the WHO says there is no way of knowing where this virus is going. It's too early, and there is no virus.
How could it miss us, though? We're such a big country, many borders. We're the largest archipelago.
You mentioned this. Some people mention that this coronavirus is a black swan event, and I guess there's also another black swan event that until now, Indonesia has not had a confirmed case. So you mentioned about tourists, but the business side, because we have a lot of investments from China.
We're still hurting.
Business people will come and visit us, and now I think all investments are being put on hold. I think the impact to our economy, to jobs being created in the retail side, as well as tourism sectors, we need to brace for, I guess,
We haven't
Well,
escaped the
turbulence.
business impact, is what you're
Yeah,
saying.
we have not
The
really.
The medical side, maybe.
The
but
medical
the
side.
business, we're getting hurt.
The global economy is already so fragile. So a lot of countries are experiencing huge hits.
Already, our
yeah.
hotels are reported
Yes.
cancellations and events are being canceled.
Big events are being canceled. Countries who have huge numbers of tourists from China, like Indonesia, Singapore, Japan, are really starting to suffer. And they say that this might happen for 2 quarters or even a year. You
Sure,
never
but
know.
globally, the number of cases are slowing down outside of China,
Yeah.
which means
Yes.
the experts say possibly it's peaked. So
Yeah.
let's hope that's
Let's hope.
the case.
And I would want to appeal to, I guess, all the netizens, social media. Make sure when you share something, it's valid, because there's a lot of
course.
hawks going around, including my dad was saying that, there's lockdown in Singapore. You should not visit Singapore. But then we check the source; it's not true.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And again, take care of your health, your
Yes.
immune system.
Starts with you, right? Okay. More Hot Indo is ahead with plane insanity. Why would anyone try to open the emergency exit on a moving aircraft? You are watching Hot Indonesia from Jakarta. Here's hot topic number 3, plane insanity. A passenger aboard a recent Wings flight in Kalimantan has been banned from flying that airline forever. Why? As the plane was taxiing for takeoff, he decided to open the emergency exit, saying he was curious. Now, no one was hurt, but the flight was delayed 3 hours. Now, this is only the latest among many crazy stories we hear around the world about passenger actions. That guy in Kalimantan is facing criminal charges, so it's not funny.
Yes, because of course the plane had to be diverted back, and it's costly. Something happened also abroad. There was a jetliner, and this woman was under drug and alcohol influence.
That doesn't help.
So that's really bad. That's why actually.
What did she do?
She threatened to kill everyone
Ooh, well, that's
by
not good.
opening the door.
That's a little more serious. Oh, by opening
By
the door.
opening
Similar,
the door.
Similar.
Similar case.
Well, the more funny ones
But
are like
she was under drug and alcohol. This guy on Wings Air was
Just
not.
under
he was just
mental
sitting.
stress. I
He
don't
was
know.
sitting on the near the emergency
Yeah,
window,
yeah.
and when the stewardess said during the in-flight information that those who sit on those seats near the emergency window,
Of course, they always announce that.
will be
And
responsible.
he thought she was telling him, okay, you sir,
But
please open it now.
He skipped the part only during emergency state.
Well, you know, this doesn't only happen in Indonesia, of course. Now, another recent incident in the U.S., and we'll see some video here, a passenger repeatedly punching the seat in front of him. I don't know if you heard about that one, because the
Yes.
woman in front reclined her seat. Hey, you pay for your seat, you can recline, but he's like Rocky, you know.
Yeah, I think people do unbelievable stuff in the plane. But I was coming back from Makassar, I think 2 weeks ago. We sat on the emergency exit sections, and we got briefing what you do in certain cases, and it was very, very clear. So I think the educations to tell passengers that they have to be responsible, because this is something that you would do only on the emergency situations. And secondly, people want to probably create fun stuff, but airplane is not the place. I mean, being curious in the plane, as this man said, as the reasons why he want to open the emergency door during takeoffs is not.
Stanley, maybe you do, but very rarely fly coach.
I fly coach all the time now. I have to cut costs, right?
Because it's unbelievable. I mean, how they raise the prices for the business class section.
No,
we fly coach. But what happened with that guy punching the back part of that woman's seat, because he was sitting at the really end of
And he cannot recline.
And he cannot recline. So when this lady...
That's no excuse for being punching your seat.
So different comments came from netizens, from people, because with the open social media now, you make it viral, and there would be pros and cons. some say still there are flight etiquette.
Of course, common sense. You wouldn't do that in someone's house. Why do it in the plane?
Yeah.
If that guy was really tall and had long legs and limited space,
Okay, then you'd be a little polite. You turn around and say, sorry, I'm going to recline a little. Wait, just courteous.
But what if he said, would you
Don't.
mind not to?
Well, I'm going to do it a little, sir, but not all the way. I mean, compromise.
Yeah.
But don't just punch and lean back. One more quick one. A photo came up in a woman in business class with her bare feet propped up against the windows.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
God.
she's in her own space, and she can do, but, it's not
So, yeah,
nice.
that's not nice.
Yeah.
Flight etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I guess we need to be
Should be
courteous.
considerate.
We need to be courteous. This is a vehicle or a flight
It's a
that we're
public
sharing.
space with
It's
a
a
lot of
public
people.
space.
Oh, man.
So,
Yeah. It's like
Yeah.
moving
But
in
sometimes people just are so inconsiderate. They throw trash. They let food fall on the floor.
None of us would ever do that, so let's be the leading
Okay,
examples.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
It is feedback time, and please let us know if you like our show. If you don't like our show, your feedback is important either way. Now, we got this post from Cop86 on our Indonesia channel Instagram page. Hot Indonesia is a local movement for local brands, not only talking, but action taken. Salute. We really appreciate that. We do support Indonesian products and services. And one more post from IG from Irfan in Bandung. I highly appreciate Sandy. Despite being successful, he cares for the well-being of SMEs without expecting anything in return. And Sandy says,
thank you very much.
of course, yep.
And please support.
Yes. How to contact us with your feedback? Email us at hotindo@theindonesiachannel.com or comment through our Hot Indonesia or Indonesia channel, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube pages. Final words from Sandrina.
Yes, as a person who is 1,000% Balinese at heart, my Balinese brothers and sisters in Bali, starting from Tuesday this week until Sunday next week, we'll be celebrating Galungan and Kuningan. So, Selamat Galungan and Kuningan. May
Selamat
you
Galungan.
and all of us here have a healthy, safe, and prosperous life.
Yeah, the big holidays in Bali. Okay,
Yeah.
final words, Sandy.
I'd like to wish happy birthday to TV1. 12 years already
12
ongoing.
years?
12
Wow.
years
Our TV
ongoing.
partner, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, our TV partner.
Time
14th of
flies.
February was the celebrations, and they've been, I guess, going through tumultuous times in the past, and they continue to be leading source of accurate and really independent news. So congratulations to the management staff of TV1. Keep on the good work.
All right, and my final words. Now, the former governor of Jakarta launched a book this week while serving prison time for blasphemy. He wrote this while he was there. Basuki Cahayapurnama, Ahok, or BTP as he now prefers, talks about his conviction, adjusting to life behind bars, and his failed marriage. Now, he also said this week to Tempo magazine that if there were no proper candidates for president in 2024, he would consider running.
Oh.
Now, everyone loves a comeback story. This would be very interesting.
Okay. That would definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah. That is Hot Indonesia for this week. For Sandrina and Sandy, I'm Dalton Tanonaka. See you next time.